Hey guys, Dakara here and welcome back to my channel. So I just got back from Grayson's sports day. He absolutely smashed it. He came third place in every race that he took part in, but he did it all with a smile on his face and I'm very, very proud of him. And also a little windswept, as you can tell. It is red hot still in the UK, so I am melting a little bit. So excuse the very shiny skin right now. I digress. Today, guys, we're on season 6, episode 2 of Grimm, and the last one ended with a huge cliffhanger. Everyone surrounding Nick and Renard putting the shoot to kill in as well, and I just don't know how or if they will get out of this, and if they do, I've got many a question. So without further ado, let's roll that intro and get stuck into the reaction. Here we go. Man is not what he thinks he is what he hides. I can agree with that, I can get behind it. I still can't believe this is happening.
They're coming. What are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do? Why did he sound Italian then?
Let's take him on.
Rosalie's pregnant.
Bro!
Sorry.
Rosalie's just like, oh, Monroe, please. We're in Hank.
Tom Renard, you were under arrest.
You can't arrest me.
For the murder of Rachel Woods.
I can get behind this.
Like, you are not giving yourself up.
Then what do we do?
Everyone just sort of frozen. They're like,
Now what?
stand
Clear to
down.
move.
No.
I'm Nick Burkhart. I'm the one you want.
They're gonna find the stick.
The hell is this?
I'm sorry, what? Just as much as the stick heals, it can damage as well.
You better think about what you're doing.
Oh, they are.
Whatever happens to Nick, he's gonna happen to you.
I'm nervous about him being in the back of the car with Wu and Hank.
Holy crap.
Burkhart got away. Going south of Milwaukee. We are in pursuit.
Where did the shots come from? That's Nick.
You and Rosalie need to get back to the spy shop. You shouldn't be anywhere near me right now.
The way that he is just so protective of them, though. That's true friendship right there. Everyone's in shock. I mean, he looks guilty, doesn't he? And it wasn't even him that killed her. I well thought Renard would go Zauber Beast on him. I mean, there's still time.
Why don't you tell us about your relationship with your public relations manager?
Name.
You're gonna take this to trial. I'm calling my lawyer.
I think that's wise.
Will you accept a collect call from Sharon Renard at the Portland Precinct Jail?
He's calling Adalind?
Who do they think you killed?
Rachel Wood,
Is he going to use Adalind as his lawyer?
Why?
because you're gonna get me out of here.
Yeah. Proud of that sign, are you there, Renard? There's no way this guy's leaving that job like that.
This isn't right, Captain.
Your paintwork sure as hell isn't right.
Give me a phone.
Question is, how many Vessin in Black Claw work in this building?
You arrested Renard? Whoa, he can't be too happy about that.
He's not, but I am.
Oh, Bud.
My wife is gonna miss me eventually, and I'm gonna miss her. I mean,
Bud, please.
maybe it's just better if she thinks I'm dead.
Why would she think you're dead, bud? I'm the same. Like, there's two of me. It's very confusing.
It is, I second that, it is super confusing.
The answer might be on the cloth.
I'm not sure that it is.
Is it like The Ring, where whoever has it on them, they get consumed by it? And I mean from the Lord of the Rings, by the way.
We'll just open up shop.
like it's any normal day.
It's not going to be a normal day, though, is it?
Can I bring the kids by the shop for a couple of hours?
Yes, bring them over.
Great, thank you. We'll be there soon.
Okay.
Diana, though.
Sure that's such a good idea?
If Adalind didn't think it was a good idea, she wouldn't bring them over. They're her children.
If Diana, like, disappears, we can't be held accountable.
I'm not concerned about that. I'm more concerned about if she's going to harm someone. You'd think he'd use the mop to do it rather than his foot.
Where are you? In jail. I've been arrested for murder. What? They have evidence.
Is that guy the one that took the kids in last season? The ones that stole Rosalie and thought that Rosalie was going to be their mother? What the hell? Who's put that there then? Oh no. He's cracking up. But is someone messing with him? Or is it his own mind creating it?
You went all the way to Germany to find this thing.
God, he doesn't look good, does he? He looks a funny colour.
The dead guy touched you. How's that possible if he's, dead? How did you get out of it?
Parsley cut the dead guy's arm off.
I love how casually Trouble says it.
I don't think you should be carrying the stick around all the time.
It's because it's saved him multiple times. Now he's like, I need it on me.
Look what happened when those guys tried to take the stick away from you. It acted defensively. You know, maybe...
Look.
Yeah, it is. It's like the ring.
There's no risk for you down here, so I don't see how it would hurt to put it away for a while. If you can.
Reverse psychology. I mean, if you even can. Yeah, I can. He's gonna go back to it, isn't it? Sneak it back in his pocket.
Offspring of a full-on Hexen beast and a half Zauber beast, and Kelly is the son of the same Hexen beast and a Grimm. That is a big, weird gene pool to just be diving into. Oh, hi. Hello.
Hi guys, hi, welcome in. So happy to see you.
Let's find a cozy spot.
So, okay.
Yeah, she's gonna be a lot of work.
We got some cinnamon sticks right over here. You know where cinnamon comes from? Bark contains certain oils that provide the...
Got it.
I can imagine what you're going through considering what's going on.
Is Rosalie gonna tell Adalind that she's pregnant?
He killed his own mistress.
It's complicated.
You are so lucky Nick is your dad.
His cute little smile. Stop it, Keller.
It seems like you're, a little antsy. God knows I'm antsy.
You're always antsy though, bud.
You should be with me.
Nick,
He's not gonna hurt Bud with it, right?
A little help out here, maybe, with Diana?
What's wrong?
I think you need to see it.
Everything's gonna be floating. Everything. Yep. I mean, she'd be a great little worker. Diana, you couldn't just pop that on the shelf that I can't reach for me, could you? Thank you.
I think we should put them all back now. I can help you.
No, I can do it.
Are you sure?
But she's got so much control over it as well. Like, it's not even a struggle for her. Like, that's effortless.
We need to find out more about this.
Okay, let's do that.
You just... leaving me up here?
the little voice crack.
What do you want me to do now?
Oh my god, this is brilliant.
Never thought I'd see this.
Well, enjoy it while you can.
I mean, I've imagined him in handcuffs before. I mean, what?
You're gonna be my alibi.
I have 2 kids to take care of.
I'm not going to jail for murder I did not commit. You owe me.
I owe my
What?
children.
What does she owe you? Nothing.
Did he do it? He says he didn't, but we've got enough to take it to grand jury.
I'm still on the run.
Well, at least we got him off your back for a while.
It's not good enough.
But thank you. Thank you for everything you've done.
We don't bring him down. We let him go. We need to talk.
You think you can trust him, Nick?
No?
Oh, they're going to make a deal with him directly.
I'm willing to spend the rest of my life down here in this tunnel.
What about your wife?
Yeah, she probably wouldn't like living down here that much. But the kids sure would.
Such an interesting fellow, isn't he?
Somebody doesn't think you belong here.
Let's go.
Hell of a deja vu.
Glad you can make it. He has an alibi. Me. I testify that you were killing Bonaparte at the time. That might complicate both of our lives even more.
Ah, this is, yeah.
You have an alibi in mind.
Adalind.
Already tried. She turned me down.
She didn't turn me down.
So how do we get around this little mutual distrust of ours?
Trust me not. Take it.
You've got no other, he's got no other option, has he? Come on now, Renard.
Whoever breaks it first will die.
Is that going to come back into it?
Agreed?
Agreed.
Agreed?
Agreed.
Oh, the teeth chattering.
Don't want to be breaking that.
No, no.
It's an ancient cloth that has some writing on it, and we're trying to read it.
I bet Adalind's going to know. She's going to put a spell on it, right?
Maybe it's not enough?
Wait, something's happening.
Shit. Yeah, they're destroying it. You can't do that.
It has some writing on it, and we're having a tough time seeing it.
Can I try? I can see it.
Can you tell us what you see?
Little pictures and some strange writing.
It's HW.
In Portland?
Not anymore.
I was going to say, that's long gone. And they haven't called Eve. They just called Trouble.
Nick, I'm leaving Portland in 4 hours. What about me? Didn't say anything about you, just Grimm's. They want you to come with me.
Considered armed and dangerous.
They're convening the grand jury for Renard in 2 hours.
2 hours?
They're making an exception for Renard considering he's a police captain and a mayor-elect.
Uh-oh. So Adalind's going to need to do that way quicker than what they thought.
I gotta go. I want you to come with me. If you get out of this, Renard's still gonna be running the city. It'll be bad.
Well, someone has to stay here and deal with it.
You better be alive when I get back.
Oh my god. He's alive when she gets back, right? That seemed like a thing.
Okay, I'm on my way. All of a sudden, I'm nervous.
Don't be, because you've got a lot riding on it. Why am I nervous? I'm not getting questioned.
It is my opinion that the evidence clearly does not support this case going to trial.
Throw the whole thing out.
But that's because we know that he's working for him.
You remember that deal we had, right? Well, you never testified, so the deal is off. I'll expect your resignations on my desk in the morning.
Wait, doesn't that mean though that... No, I was going to say, does that mean that Nick dies? But it doesn't, it just means that the deal is off.
He's coming after me. If you don't go back, he's going to be coming after both of us.
Bastard got everything he wanted.
Where's Diana, by the way? Look at that smug face now.
I want Burkhart found.
God's sake. We're back at square one. So another episode down. Absolute banger. As always, I think that Renard... Obviously, you guys know I loved Renard. Not so much now in the sense of I'm on his side, but I'm still loving the fact that we're getting him on the screen a lot more and him being the villain as well. I think when there's scenes with all the group together, it looks like it should be complicated or, it'd get a bit overwhelming, but it just doesn't. It feels more homely, it feels more comfy, and it reminds us how much these characters are fond of each other and are there to protect each other. It is a true family. Wu and Hank have been absolute legends helping Nick, and I was going to say they're human, but Hank is human, Wu is something else altogether. They're doing what they believe to be whatever they can do to save Nick, and you can see the gratitude just oozing from Nick as well. Like he's got so much pride that this is his unit, this is his team, and he's extremely fortunate to have him. The miracle stick, it is making me nervous at this point. Obviously I'm grateful for it because it saved Nick multiple times now, but it does seem to have this like power over him, this like obsession, and I don't know, it is overpowering him in a lot of ways. It's turning him into this compulsive, obsessive, angry version of Nick, and I believe that'll be why they decided to lock this miracle stick away for so many years, because you don't rule the stick kind of rules you, and it turns you into someone that you don't want to be. it's similar to, was it the coins that they had? And then when you have the coins on your person, it sort of takes over you. Have I made that up? No, that was a thing, right? In like the earlier seasons. Anyway, I'm glad that Bud was there to sort of get that, you know, stick back in its rightful spot, and obviously the others as well. Another thing that I'm enjoying is seeing Juliet/Eve and her saying, like, I feel different, but I also feel the same. Like a split personality, I think that's how she described it. And I've got to feel like I relate to that. Not me as a person, but how I see her. Because there are times where she's holding herself very much like Eve, very stoic, very deadpan, very serious. And then there's other times where she seems a little bit more like Juliet, more soft, more caring, you know, more human. So it must be a difficult character to play. But I do think she's nailing it. And others' reactions to her as well. Like, you can see that Nick is more so leaning towards the Juliet side. You can see his eyes soften whenever he believes he's talking to Juliet again. It's sort of that nostalgic feeling, because they did love each other very deeply, so it's got to be confusing for him. And then obviously when Adalind's here as well, he must be just so overwhelmed. I feel like I've said that word way too many times, but that's the best adjective I can use, because they know that they love each other. They've made that clear. They have a kid together and they care for each other as well as their family so very much. I've been after that scene with Nick and Diana for so long, it feels like, so I'm glad that we got it. It was a little shorter than what I would have hoped, and he didn't bring up his mother, which I'm dying for them to have a conversation about. I don't know why, it's just something that I want. I think Diana's reaction to him was comforting to me, because there's got to be that worry, because we saw how she reacted to Rachel, getting in between her parents. So there's a chance that she could see Nick as the same type of threat and try and see him off. And if anyone can do damage to Nick, I believe it to be Diana with ease, because she is just crazy powerful. Like, it's wild. And I just love how Adalind is trying to approach Diana, because she is so much more content now that Diana is in her presence. But you can see those moments of, okay, sweetie, like, you know, please don't do that. Let's be careful, because she's fully aware of the power that her daughter holds. She wants to mold Diana in the best way that she can. As someone that she didn't like, meaning her past self, her Hex and Beast self, I feel as though she'll be the best person to do that, because she'll see the signs, she'll spot it, she'll know that her relationship with her mother didn't go well, and to avoid, you know, a history repeating itself kind of thing. Monroe blurting out that Rosalie was pregnant at the beginning of this episode, just, it was so good. Like, Rosalie's reaction of, oh gosh, why, Monroe? Why are you doing this? I told you that I wanted it to be a secret. But then everyone just being so happy for her as well just warms my heart. I love them so freaking much, as you know. And Monroe, his reaction to Diana, 10 out of 10. Like, it is just comedy gold, in my opinion. I loved it so much. The show doesn't do comedy often, like all the way through, whatever, but when it does, oh my god, it nails it. It's that like dry, awkward type of, you know, facial expression on the other line, and it's just, yeah, fantastic. I'm really enjoying it. Renard, I don't know where to begin with him. I'm still extremely disappointed, but as I said before, at least we're getting him on the screen a lot more than we did last season, where it's very brief, and when he was on the screen it was just kind of like Whereas now, him being, you know, the villain-esque person, yeah, it's definitely interesting. Especially because we know that Renard worked alongside our gang for so long, so it's that like extra salt in the wound type of thing. It makes everything feel a little bit more passionate and a little bit more personal as well. I'm also enjoying Adalind being within the group and finally feeling like she fits, because there was always that like elephant in the room of, we all know what you did. We know the person that you were. Whereas I feel like she's earned her place now. People have accepted her a lot more. Like even Rosalie, like she's confiding in her so much now, and she's relying on her with her kids, and Rosalie can see that and accepts it as well. So although Rosalie is always going to side with Nick, we discussed this in a past reaction, I do think that she sees Adalind as a friend now, rather than someone that she's just got to be nice to, you know, to sort of allow things to go on. I do think I might be wrong. Something might come up where I look stupid right now, but that's just my personal opinion on things. Trouble being called to do whatever or go wherever and asking Nick to go with her. As Nick is a fugitive here in Portland, it would have made sense for him to go with her and get the help that he probably needs, but you know, he wants to fight the battle head on, so fair play to him. I just don't know how he's going to get out of this mess that he's in now, because everyone is, you know, shoot to kill. That's the orders that Renard has given, and he's been off the hook now. He found a loophole within the loop of the knot, I guess. Oh god, I just don't know how or where this is going to go. But this already, 2 episodes, so this will be a big statement, but I feel like this is going to be the best season yet of Grimm, which is wild, with it being the last, because usually shows just slowly depreciate over time, but yeah, these have been 2 solid bangers, one after the other, so I can't wait to dive into episode 3. I can't thank you all enough for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed filming it. If you did like it, hit the like button, guys. Give it a cheeky thumbs up because it helps me a lot, and maybe subscribe to the channel as well. I'd love for this family to grow, but as always, there's no pressure here. I'd just love to have you. If you would like to join the Dat Pack as well, please do so. The links are in the description. I have a Patreon where all of these are in their extended form, and you have early access over there as well. So check that out, and a massive shout out to my sponsors, because you guys are incredible. I'm so fortunate to have you, and I don't take it for granted, and I hope you know that. So thank you so much. And yeah, I'll leave it there, and I hope to see you for the next one. Thank you so much, guys. Goodbye for now. And before we completely sign off, let's quickly take a comment from the Dat Pack. And today I chose DMDC, a short and sweet one. Season 6, and now it gets interesting. And I wanted to pick this comment because, similarly to what I said before, shows usually the quality drops as the seasons go on. Whereas with Grimm, I felt like it's totally been the opposite way around. So it started off slow and it just built and built and built and built to something so freaking special. And I have absolutely loved this journey. I think that obviously with Grimm, views, shall we say, when it comes to Grimm, have been far smaller than other shows that I've done. But personally, I've just thoroughly enjoyed this show so far. I've not even finished it yet. But it's been such a wild ride that I'm just so glad that I stuck it out, and I wouldn't have had it any other way, to be honest. It's been incredible. And for DM to say that season 6, now it gets interesting, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see how it all ends. I hope it's given the ending that it deserves. I really do. So thank you for watching, as always. And don't forget, guys, if you want to see one of your comments at the end of these videos, don't forget to leave them in the comment section below, and maybe yours will be next. But until next time, goodbye for now.